rationalize, let's see, rationalize the denominator. That means down here in the denominator, we can't have this square root. Hopefully you remember when we said you're going to multiply by this thing called a conjugate. If you take an x plus 2, and I think we talked about it with imaginary numbers as well when we worked on those in the last unit or two. These, the middle term, like this 2x and this negative 2x cancels out, and that's kind of what we're after here, is we want to get rid of the middle term will be the square root, and we're not supposed to have any left when we write this in a simplified form. So this 1 minus the square root of 6 would be the conjugate of the 1 plus the square root of 6. And now multiply the top together. 7 minus 7 square root of 6. In the denominator, this is where that conjugate is supposed to get rid of. There's a positive square root of 6. There's a negative square root of 6. So those do cancel each other out. The 1 times the 1 is still a 1 there, and then a positive square root of 6 times a negative square root of 6. Positive times negative would be a negative, and square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36, or 6. So we're going to end up here with 7 minus our 7 square root of 6 all over a negative 5. Some people might say that moving that negative up into the top, or multiplying the bottom and the top by a negative 1, you could see a slightly different form of this equation. So negative 1 over negative 1 is 1, distributing this through. So maybe a negative 7 plus 7 square root of 6 all over 5 would be an equivalent form to what we had here in pink, which should be fine just as well. So rationalizing the denominator.